Barron William Trump is the fifth and youngest child of Donald Trump, and the only offspring shared between Donald and Melania Trump. While there has often been speculation about Trump's relationships with his kids, and questionable remarks in regard to his relationship with daughter Ivanka, there is little known about Barron's relationship with his father. On the other hand, there is convincing evidence that Barron and his mother have a sweet relationship. Being well aware of the intensity of being in the public eye, Melania tried her best to keep Barron out of the spotlight growing up. However, he has been seen more often during his father's presidency. Barron is also the only Trump child to live in the White House with his parents, which is not much of a surprise because he is a minor. Living as an only child has most likely given him a chance to grow closer to his mom. Here's what's really going on with Melania and Barron Trump. Donald Trump made it perfectly clear that he had other things to focus on than raising his children, like building a multi-billion-dollar empire. When it came to raising Barron, Donald said his lack of involvement would mostly be because Melania would be a quote, unbelievable mother. However, Donald had also previously taken a hands-off approach with his other kids, as noted by Tiffany Trump's mother and Donald's ex-wife, Marla Maples. As Maples told People, Tiffany's daddy is a good provider with education and such. But as far as time, it was just me. He loves his kids, there's no doubt. But everything was a bit of a negotiation. During a 2005 CNN interview, Melania smiled as Trump said he would be leaving the bulk of the work for her.
I'd rate myself less than a great husband.
Melania explained why Donald would not be doing any housework in a 2012 interview. It's very important to know the person you're with, and we know our roles. Another thing Melania Trump and Donald Trump can agree on about raising their only son is the level of involvement they want from people outside of their family unit, even if that means Melania shoulders more duties than her husband. The couple opened up to People in 2015 about their decision to not hire a nanny for Barron Trump. Trump said, "We keep it down to a minimum. If you have too much help, you don't get to know your children." Before entering the White House, the Trumps did employ staff to cook and clean, but they never hired a stereotypical nanny whose sole job was to watch Barron. Melania tried to support her son as much as possible, even if that meant sitting with him at the dinner table, assisting with homework, or helping him study for a test. She also noted that she makes it a priority to be around as much as possible, since her husband was often traveling. It might be possible that Barron Trump will never be completely unsupervised in his life now that he's the son of a president, but his mother has let him off the leash a bit, exemplifying their trusting relationship. According to the Daily Mail, Melania Trump decided to join her husband on a trip to Iraq to visit U.S. troops for 3 days in 2018. That meant that yes, Barron was completely parentless at Mar-a-Lago, which sounds like a teenage dream. However, it's likely the Secret Service was there keeping a sharp eye on him. Even still, it was probably a huge step in Barron gaining his independence. Even if Melania Trump is slowly giving Barron Trump his independence, she still makes sure she guides him down the right path. Her initiative as First Lady is Be Best, which focuses on teaching kids social, mental, and physical health with an emphasis on well-being, online safety, and opioid abuse. While speaking about how she hopes her project can positively affect kids during a town hall at Liberty University in Virginia, Melania happily used her son as an example of the morals she wants to instill in kids, saying she teaches Barron between right and wrong. Noting that her initiative focuses on social media, she also said Barron does not yet use social media, preferring to play sports instead. Even with the unpredictability that comes with being members of a presidential family, it's clear Melania and Barron will always have a caring relationship. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebrity families and other hot topics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.